Welcome to day 10 with Mr. Stanley. Hopefully you're enjoying all the other activities. We're coming towards some real difficult challenges. The first challenge that we're doing today doesn't necessarily involve skill, but it's more how you can get yourself set up. Okay, so only using stuff that you're allowed, and if there's parents watching, try and encourage whoever's watching the video to set this up for themselves. So what I've done, to give you a clue, is I've got 3 different targets that I'm going to be throwing to. I've got a bigger target, the furthest away, which is my 4 dots on the floor. You might not have dots, so you might have to find a slightly bigger target, or the biggest target is going to go furthest away. I've then got 2 dots, which is a slightly smaller target and a little bit closer to me because I'm going to be throwing from over here. And then I've got 1 spot, which is my smallest target, but it's going to be the closest one to me. Alright, so challenge number 1 for your bronze is, can you get yourself set up without any help? Alright, that would be brilliant. For your silver award, you've now got to use that equipment. Alright, whatever you set up, I'm sure it's amazing. Can you use it now to land your objects onto those targets? Now I'm going to use different objects now. I'm not going to use the ball, just to show you that it can be done with things that don't roll. So I'm going to go onto my purple spot, which is my throwing spot, at my targets, and I've got 3 yellow spots, so you can clearly see which ones I'm throwing. Alright, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to try each one. I'm going to go onto my closest one first, then my furthest one away, and then, in fact the second one, then the furthest one away. And you can use different techniques. You can use the underarm that we learned earlier, you can use the overarm, or if you want, depending on what it is you're throwing, you can throw it like a frisbee. Okay, so I'm going to go for a bit of a pancake throw here, try and get it to land flat on there. So just touching it, that's not too bad. This one I'm going to go underarm at my second, always just slid off, and then I'm going to try the frisbee on the last one. Not a bad effort, but I didn't get the 2 further ones, but it doesn't matter, okay? What we're going to do now, that's for your silver. If you've got silver done, and if you can, move on to gold. And the gold is they have all got to be underarm. So you're going to go for 3 of the same activities, but trying different techniques. So each one now, I'm going to do 3 goes with underarm, 3 goes with overarm, and then 3 goes at the frisbee, and see how many, which one gets the most points. So I'm going to give myself 1 point for each time it lands, okay? So it'll be 3 goes with your underarm, or the pancake throw, that's 1 point. Ooh, not quite, so that's 1 point, and then you're going to do the same with overarm and then the frisbee throw, okay? And that'll be for your gold. Have a go at those activities, see how you get on. Pause the video if you need to. We're going to be moving on to activity 2 in just a second. Good luck. Brilliant. Now we're going to move on to activity 2, which is almost the same, but instead of being 3 steps away, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I'm 8 steps away again from my nearest target, which makes me 10 steps away from my furthest target away. Alright, I've grabbed plenty more objects now. So if you've got stuff at home, maybe a bunch of tennies, a bunch of balls, something you could use, some soft toys that you can have a stack of, so that you can keep throwing without having to fetch. That would be brilliant. So now, same activities. I'm 10 steps away from my furthest one, 8 steps away from my closest, and we're going to try and give each other different points for each one we land on. So it's a choice now. Do you want to go for the nearest one, go for the next furthest one, or the next one? The nearest one, I will give you 1 point if you get it on there. The second furthest, you'll get 5. And the third furthest, you can get 10 points. Make sure you write down the points that you get so that you don't forget. Alright, there's people there with you, maybe they can help you out with that. So I'm going to go, I quite like the frisbee one. I'm going to have a couple of goes with my frisbee. I hit it on that one, but it doesn't land on it. Same for that. I'm going to try my overarm and go for the one at the back. Nothing quite there. Still nothing. Now let's go for the pancake. Just the 1 point for me there for just managing to hit the closest one. Alright, so that's that challenge. I'm going to have to pick up all my activities. Okay, for silver, we're now going to have different challenges, a bit of fun to see what you can get done and what control you've got. So this time, I'm going to have one big target, okay? I'm going to get all of these together, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and